I know it might feel like a Monday, but it's not. It is a Tuesday. It is 8:35 here on KCMO Talk Radio, 95.7 FM. Streaming, of course, for free on the KCMO Talk Radio app. And that means one thing. It's your segment of the week. So don't let us down. Here we go.
It's time for Tirade Tuesday on 95.7 FM and 710 AM. KCMO.
Are you talking to me?
How dare you?
It's morning, so it's Mondo.
Here we go. All right, this is your segment every week. You get 10 minutes coming out of the long weekend to tirade about whatever you want in your life, in local news, national news, sports. It does not matter. I do not determine. It's the one segment a week where I am not determining the direction. You get it. Phones are open. 913-408-7957. 913-408-7957 on a Tirade Tuesday. Let's start off with Jeff. He is in Shawnee. Jeff, go ahead. You're on KCMO.
Harrison Buckner, preach on about family values. Went to the Plaza this week at 6:30 on a Saturday night. Everything looked normal. Left my place at Eden at 8:30. Escaped from New York. Kansas, I didn't see one cop, and I saw what I've seen in other cities. I saw 75 to over 100 four-wheelers and motorcycles drive around down there. Total night and day in 2.5 hours. Parked in a parking garage. Felt very threatened. I got in my car, drove around, didn't see any cops. No security. They've lost the Plaza, just lost like they've lost Westport and 18 Divine. It's over with, man. It's done.
Wow. This was 8:30 on Saturday night?
Yeah, we went to a restaurant that was in the old 810 zone, and it was a beautiful place. When we walked out, but we went with 4 other couples, and I looked at a buddy of mine. I go, what happened, man? What happened? The stores were closed. Everybody was kind of scared to even walk into their cars. I'm not trying to be, a Johnson County, person here, man, but just like I reported on 18 Divine last year, there was no cops. Didn't see one cop, anybody. Security, anybody, none of them. And then the 75 or 100 motorcycles driving through there, I did see a cop chasing him, but he might as well parked his car and, did security down there. He wasn't going to catch him. It was crazy, man.
Jeez.
Crazy.
Jeff, thank you. Sad, but unfortunately a reality for some of the entertainment districts in town. And listen, a guy like Jeff can spend his money in a lot of places. Plaza's competing with not just, entertainment districts in Kansas City, whether it's Power and Light, Westport, but now, of course, anywhere else. Northland, go down to Leawood Overland Park, go west, go east, it doesn't matter. 913-408-7957. Steven in Kansas City, what's your tirade, Steve? Go.
Pete, we're the Western Conference champions of hockey. We're playing hockey in June, man. The city of minor league champions.
That's right.
But my rant is the coach of the Indiana Fever, who's about to get fired, making Caitlin Clark shoot 2-point baskets when you have the greatest talent that has ever existed. And for some reason, the WNBA wants to sabotage our girl. She's playing Angel Reese tomorrow, who is spouting off again about how she fills arenas. Angel Reese fills arenas without having one player coming to see one player. I mean, it's great. It's great to talk smack, but you have to put your name behind it and not delete it. You got a bunch of cowards in the WNBA who want to sabotage Caitlin without putting their name to it. They're woke, but they're cowards at the same time. It's amazing how it translates from DEI to real life.
Thank you, Steven. Appreciate you, buddy. Big Indiana Fever fan right there checking in from Kansas City. And he's all ready to fire the head coach. Go figure. No, absolutely. WNBA has a chance to actually build itself around Caitlin Clark. Are they smart enough to do it, or are they going to succumb to their woke overlords? Mike in Kansas City's next up. Mike, go ahead. What's up?
Yeah, I was at the celebration at Union Station Liberty Memorial on Memorial Day. And beautiful celebration. About a third of the people that's been there in the past, but they were playing the music at the end and shooting the howitzers off. And those Antifa pukes started putting their slides up on the wall over there. And luckily, there were enough veterans over there that were blocking their slide projectors. Every time they put the slides up, they were being booed. Every time the vets were blocking the slides, people were cheering them. So
hold on. I just want to understand. Antifa had a slideshow up at the celebration at the station?
Yes, the Antifa had a slide that they put up. Somebody secretly brought a slide projector up, and when they were over there on the wall, the north-facing wall over there, they were playing all that, the music, all the patriotism. They had slides of, the stars and all that. Somebody with a little secret slide projector was putting up, Antifa, pro-Palestinian Antifa messages.
Oh, my goodness gracious. You got to be kidding me. Thank you, Mike. That's ridiculous. I'd like to think somebody down there is going to condemn that, should condemn it, but didn't hear that anywhere else. You heard it here. I'll take you at your word there, Mike. John's in Topeka. What's up, John? Good morning. What's your tirade?
The people that scream diversity and inclusion the loudest sure are giving Harrison Butker all sorts of hell for his freedom of speech.
Yeah, they are there, John. No doubt about it, man.
Yeah, it's just it's incredible. Jesus said that you will be persecuted on my behalf. If you follow me, they're going to go after me. So, yeah, they're definitely going after him. And all it is his freedom of speech and his freedom of religion, and everybody should just let everybody, I'm all for letting people speak freely because I want to know just how crazy those people on the left are.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much there, John. Appreciate you, man. Good stuff. Let me add to that, too, and just note, anyone who's comparing this for the umpteenth time to Colin Kaepernick and saying, well, you were critical of Kaepernick. Kaepernick's in a jersey on a field where he's being employed to play a game. Harrison Butker, in the offseason, in his own time as a Catholic at a Catholic college, is in no way comparable to Harrison Butker's situation is in no way comparable to Colin Kaepernick. Let's make that clear just one more time for the back row. They're very different situations. Anybody trying to compare them is being disingenuous. Jonathan in Kansas City. Jonathan, go ahead on Tirade Tuesday. What's happening?
How you doing?
Fine, Jonathan. The floor is yours. Go.
All right. So I want to do a tirade against Evergy and some of these other local electric companies where they're taking days after, I would say not as significant of a storm. It's just some high winds. So it's taken them days to bring the power back. Where's all this Joe Biden billions of infrastructure money? And also, they've been significantly curbing up the rates with inflation. Where's all this money going? I guess that's my question. I mean, it seems we're getting less. It seems we're not only paying more, but we're getting less service for what we're paying.
Well, I think that's true with some of our local companies. Well said. And the infrastructure bill from Joe Biden is not going to be the thing that is going to be used to clean up from storms. But what I will say is that the service is getting more expensive, in part because they want to use alternative energy like wind and get that into the equation, which is going to be more costly and less efficient. And then clean up, why that's taking longer. I don't know if that's a manpower thing or what it is, but you're right. I mean, there's been tens of thousands of people around the metro who have dealt with power outages from these storms the last couple of weekends. 913-408-7957. Got a minute for Fenny in Overland Park. Last tirade. Go, Fenny.
Hey, in defense for the utilities cleaning up.
Nope. What's your tirade? We're not responding caller to caller. What's your tirade, Fenny? Go.
It's guns. They say guns is the problem. What are you expecting? Apocalypse, somebody to come into your house? Well, you know what? The wolf is at our porch. And what do they think they're gonna do when this money runs out at the end of the election and these invaders at the southern border have nowhere to go? They have no money. What do you think's going to happen? They're going to come into your home and invade your house.
All right.
You better be ready to be prepared.
All right, Fenny. Sometimes you go one too long. That's okay. 8:45 Tirade Tuesday in the books on KCMO Talk Radio 95.7 FM.